Hey, this is Jessica. And I don't know, a while ago, maybe a few weeks ago, I got really bored and decided to make my own written language, which I think you could maybe say it's a code because it's based on the English alphabet, as you're seeing here. And I've been using it to just, I don't know, write memos to myself and take notes because sometimes it's just more interesting. Um, because I like to do stuff like that, like writing backwards and upside down, and now writing in this like new style. I don't know. It doesn't even really have an what do you call it? A name yet? Call it Jessica language, whatever. And so I decided to make a video so that I can send it to my friends, so I can have people to talk with. So first thing first is I've written out the alphabet plus a little some punctuation and as well as some extra punctuation for Spanish porque me gusta también hablar español y he puesto doble L y N. So this language is actually pretty easy to understand um, once you realize it's based off of like the normal alphabet. So here I've just lowered the opacity, I think, and I'm drawing to show you how like these characters are made. So in general, I like the idea of just having a combination between blocky and circular shapes. So if you see here, it takes like the basic capital letters and just closes them off. So in ways like the C and the D end up looking really similar. Or rather, the D is exactly the same and the C is just closed off. Or the E is written to look like a backwards V. So when you see the characters, they might seem really similar, but if you understand that it's based off of like the normal written characters, it's pretty easy to understand. To put some variation, I've put some like circular shapes. So for the H and the I, they are circles, but with a stroke down the middle, um, vertical ways for the I and horizontal ways for the H. Then, as you can see with the other letters, it's just the same and closing it off. Here the M is in the circular shape as well, but with a little triangle in the top where you can see right there. So once you understand the basics of like how the characters are made, it's actually pretty easy to draw them and to read them. And then the W is just like the M, but upside down. And for the last three characters, like, here we go. The Z. So for the full stop, it's like a square that goes in the middle um, of the line rather than at the bottom. And for the comma, it's a dot with a line. For the quotation marks, we are using double brackets. A hyphen is turned to like 90 degrees to be a straight line. Space is little dot. And for the Spanish characters, the double L is just the same and the ñ is the same. So here I'm just pulling the characters down so you can compare the shapes from the original to the new alphabet. I've experimented like in writing in different ways, top to bottom, left to right, right to left. But I think writing left to right like normal is a pretty good way to start. So here I've also designed numbers as well, and in the same, I guess, the same way that the letters were designed, the numbers are based off of the shape of the normal Arabic numbers. So for the 1, it looks like an arrow. For the 2, you're closing off the shape again. And because the E looked like a 3, the 3 looks like an E here, a backwards E. For the 4, you're just closing it off again. For the 5, closing off the circle bit. Here with the 6, you can just see that the top bit circled around, and it's like a circle inside of a circle. The 8 looks like an infinity sign. And the O, or sorry, the 0. The 0 here looks a bit like the letter X. So here, just writing an example of, I don't know, a sentence. Here I can already see I actually used the wrong bracket at the beginning, and we'll change that out later towards the end. Also with these characters, there are no spaces between the words. There are dots. Therefore, you can split up a word, say the last character on the top line, and continue it on the line below. And once you finish writing the word, you would put a dot so that you could start the next word. And there's the full stop at the end. So as I'm checking like my original key, this is where I realized that I used the wrong brackets. So here. I challenge you to go back and use the letter key and try and figure out what this sentence says. And if you can figure it out, please write it in the comments below. Also, if you're interested in using this language, go ahead and use it to write to your friends. Or if you are my friend, you can come and write to me, because that would be so cool. And then you can have someone to like share this with. So yes, the usual YouTube stuff. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more usual art stuff.